yung nakadagdag po siya sa ulan. But kung titignan po natin yung pag-ulan natin, ang pinakamataas na pong katanggap ng ulan is Tanay area and Iba, which is Iba and Coron Island, which is all located over this particular area. Though hindi po ganun din kadami yung nabigay niyang ulan for other parts of the country. And for Tropical Depression Egay naman po, nabuo siya last June 29. So mula LPA, naging Tropical Depression po siya ng June 29 and ito po yung track niya. And then, nakapag-raise po siya ng Tropical Cyclone Warning Signal number 1. And of course, in-enhance po niya yung ating habagat which caused rainfall over this area. So, isa po sa impacts niya is marami pong flights na na-canceled at of course, floodings and landslides were reported. So, kung mapapansin po natin, orange is 29, 30 ang yellow, and green is 1. Kung mapapansin natin, highest rainfall is over Subic with more than 250 millimeters of rainfall accumulated from June 29 to July 1. Second is Iba. So kung papansin natin, still dito sa western part, which is makikita nating enhancement po siya ng habagat natin since ito lang naman po yung track ni Egay. And kung mapapansin po natin, ito pong apat na nasa dulo, ito po yung rain gauges over dam ay Angat watershed. So kung mapapansin po natin, nagkaroon po sila ng ulan during July 1. So ito po yung images ng impacts ni Egay. So meron po mga suspended classes and of course may nagbigay ng story na Angat water level slowly going up due to tropical depression Egay but still in below critical level. So dito po nagsimula yung nagkaroon ng konting ulan po dun sa Angat watershed natin. And then for the next tropical depression, pagdating po ng July 15 to 18 of 2019, nabuo po or naranasan po natin si Tropical Storm Falcon. So, na-develop siya into Tropical Depression last July 15 of 2019. And then, nung July 16, naging Tropical Storm naman po siya. So, nakapag-raise po tayo ng up to Tropical TCWS signal number 2. And nakapag-landfall po siya over Gataran, Gataran, Cagayan last 17 of July 2019. So kung mapapansin po natin, yung track niya is pa-west and pagdating niya po dito, nakapag-enhance po siya ng habagat and makikita naman po natin na nakafocus po yung rainfall natin or majority of our rainfall ay nakafocus dito sa western part of the country. So it brought moderate to heavy rains over these particular areas and of course, based sa NDRRMC report, livestock and poultry was incurred in Car area. So, our damages pala sa livestock and poultry natin. So, kung mapapansin po natin, majority of the rainfall is over dito sa area na to. And kung titignan natin yung last 4 na which are rain gauges over Angat, so nakapagdagdag din po si Falcon ng ulan to Angat ng noong 17 and 18 po ng July. And these are some of the impacts po of Falcon. So, it flooded Boracay Island and mayroon pong namatay po due to Falcon and damages to agriculture and there are also affected people in Lanao del Norte. So, and last but not the least po is Tropical Depression Guring na naranasan po natin last July 19 of 2019. So, kung mapapansin po natin, wala po siyang masyadong ulan na naiambag since ito po si Guring natin. So, nagsimula po siya ng isang LPA, then naging Tropical Depression and then nawala na din po siya. Bumalik po ulit siya ng depression. So, Though, isa lang, mabilis lang po si Goring, nakapag-raise po siya ng tropical cyclone warning signal over these areas, over Batanes areas. Okay, so as a review po, for our climate maps na ginagamit natin, so this is the climate maps that we're using. So we're using percent normal, so just forecast rainfall over the normal rainfall multiplied by 100. So for percentage of less 40%, sinatawag po nating way below normal, the red one. 41 to 80% of that would be the below normal or the yellow one. Then, near normal is 81 to 120 and more than 120 is above normal rainfall. So, let's look into the actual rainfall for June 2019. So, kung mapapansin po natin, most of the country po is experience below normal to near normal rainfall condition. So, except po dun sa provinces over this area which is Isabela and Bataan, Leyte Island and Zambales pala po, Zambales and Bataan, sorry, and Davao region. And kung mapapansin po natin, ang gut watershed is over here. So, nasa gitna ng near tsaka below normal. But kung titignan po natin yung ating rainfall amount is below normal pa din po siya based po doon sa ating record. And for July 1 to 22, makikita po natin, this is our normal rainfall and this is our actual rainfall. If we compare our normal with our actual, masyado pong malaki yung discrepancy over this particular area. So, it indicates na meron pa rin po tayong kakulangan dun sa actual rainfall or natanggap natin. And kung titignan natin, nasa third week na po tayo ng July. So, kung titignan po natin, kung titignan po natin yung mapa natin, makikita po natin na below normal pa rin po tayo in most parts of the countries. And of course, may mga areas din po tayo which is way below normal. Okay. So, for the temperature assessment naman po natin for June, makikita po natin in this mean temperature anomaly map na most parts of the country experience slightly warmer to warmer temperature po, especially over these areas in Luzon and Mindanao, but near normal or near average to slight or to warmer generally po tayo over Visayas area. So, kung titignan natin yung ating maximum and minimum temperature, makikita po natin na majority po ng mga stations natin sa PAGASA ay nasa positive anomaly po. Same goes with minimum. So, it indicates na mainit po yung ating ranasan. Kayo din po ba? Na-experience nyo po ba yung mainit na temperature during June? So, wala po kaming aircon, so hindi din po namin na. Next. So, dahil po doon sa pinapakita, 5 po na stations ng PAGASA is naka-break po ng record nila for the month of June, including Clark, San Jose, Borongan, Cotabato, and Zamboanga. So, for the month of June, ang pinakamataas na record is still for San Jose Occidental, Mindoro noong June 3, which is 39.2 degrees Celsius. And nabit din niya yung dati niyang extreme record, which is just 38 degrees Celsius. But still, pinakamababa is noong June 6 over Baguio City, which is 16.0 degrees Celsius. And for Metro Manila, ang pinakamainit is Port Area, with 37 degrees Celsius noong June 18 and pinakamalamig is Naiya with 23.6 noong June 24. And for historical record po, still si Tugigaraw pa rin po yung pinakamainit and si Baguio po yung lowest natin. So overall, for January to June of 2019, ang still may hawak is for pinakamainit is Isabela with noong April 10 with 39.7 and Baguio noong January 29 with 9 degrees Celsius. And for Metro Manila, still si Naiya with 37.2 and Science Garden with 19.0. So, tignan naman po natin yung assessment natin for temperature ng July. So, for July po, makikita po natin na for over Luzon area, makikita natin na temperature or mean temperature ranges from near average to slightly cooler average, slightly cooler than average mean temperature, while for Visayas and Mindanao area, makikita natin slightly warmer to warmer temperature. So, makikita din po natin yung sa ating maximum temperature na, so this area is Luzon area, nagbabaan po sila while, or nasa baba po yung, yung anomaly nila which is negative, and for this particular area which is Visayas and Mindanao is mas mataas po siya kaysa sa normal. Though, kung titignan naman po natin yung minimum temperature natin, majority pa rin ng stations natin is positive anomaly over or above normal po yung kanyang minimum temperature. And with that, so makikita natin wala po siyang record-breaking stations as of July 22, but then ang pinakamainit po as of July, for the month of July is Tuguegarao with 37 degrees Celsius, and lowest would be Baguio with 15.6 degrees Celsius. And for Metro Manila is Naiya with 35.2 and Port area with 23.3 degrees Celsius. So, for the summary po, so for the month of June, nag-release tayo ng El Nino Advisory number 5 and pumasok po yung dalawang bagyo natin for the last week of June, which is Tropical Depression Dodong and Tropical Depression Egay. So for the rainfall, most parts of the country experience below to near normal rainfall condition, except nga sa provinces over Bataan and Zambales, Leyte Island and Davao, na naka-experience naman po ng above normal rainfall condition. And for the temperature, slightly warmer than average to warmer po yung na-experience ng Luzon and Mindanao, while generally near average air temperature in Visayas. And for the month of July, so nag-release tayo ng El Nino Advisory number 6 and pumasok yung bagyong si Tropical Storm Falcon and Tropical Depression Goring. And for the rainfall, most parts of the country experience below normal, way below normal to below normal rainfall conditions, except po sa provinces ng Luzon, Western Visayas, and Northern Mindanao na merong near normal to above normal rainfall condition. And for the temperature is generally slightly cooler than average, were observed in most parts of Luzon, but slightly warmer to warmer over Visayas and Mindanao. So, yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Thanks, G. Very comprehensive ang ating review. So, ready na mag-exam? Okay, before we continue, let's acknowledge po, syempre, our Deputy Administrator for Research and Development, Dr. Flaviana Hilario. Thank you, ma'am. Si Sir Nonoy po and Ma'am Edna have attended an equally important meeting. And also, andyan din po ang ating, from our public information, si Ma'am Venus Baldimoro. Thank you po. Okay, let's continue. So, ito po yung ating inaabangan, ang aming fearless forecast. At ano na po ba ang ating inaasahan? Meron pa po ba tayong El Nino? Patuloy pa po ba ito up to next year? Kumusta na po ba ang ating mga areas na nakaranas ng drought? Sabi nga po kanina, may kakulangan pa rin po tayo sa ulan. So, ano na po yung inaasahan natin? Ilang bagyo pa po ba ang pwede pa po nating ma-expect? So, nandito na po to give our 6-month climate outlook. Let's welcome Ms. Annalisa Solis, Chief of CLIMS.
Maraming salamat po, Ben. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Parang hindi ako sanay na maganda. So we'd like to acknowledge si Mang Vic, tsaka si Sir Tani. So yun po yung mga dati naming kasamahan dito sa climate monitoring. So sila po yung mga mentors, pioneers dito sa climate monitoring and prediction. So Kumusta po, sir? Opo. So, climate outlook for August to January 2020. Next, please. Okay. So, we'll give you ENSO updates and outlook. Outlook for August to January 2020 in terms of rainfall, mean temperature, dry day forecast, tropical cyclone frequency, and temperature extremes. Meron din po kami ini-introduce na bagong product, yung sub-seasonal forecast, yung week 1, week 2 forecast. So, ito po ay binibigay din po natin, lalong-lalo na po sa water sector, dahil lalong-lalo na po sa Technical Working Group for Angat Dam. So, we provide them week 1 and week 2 forecast. So, experimental forecast to, so we would also like to provide you this kind of forecast. So, para medyo mas maaga yung planning, ano po. So, global advisories. So, base po sa mga nakalap natin sa different global international climate prediction centers. So, still at El Nino advisory, ang CPC, NOAA, and IRI of USA. So, sinasabi niya, a transition from El Nino to ENSO neutral is expected in the next month or two, likely to continue through Northern Hemisphere fall, so September, October, November 2019 or DJF 2020, but still may El Nino advisory pa rin po siya. So, ENSO outlook, nag-El Nino watch lang po ang BOM. Hindi po siya nagkaroon ng El Nino advisory at ngayon po inactive. So, medyo mas mataas po yung threshold value niya para masabi niyang El Nino or La Nina. Kaya hanggang ngayon po inactive siya, so ENSO neutral. So, indicate tropical Pacific very likely to remain ENSO neutral for the remainder of 2019. So, talaga mataas yung confident nila na neutral at the end of 2019. Tokyo Climate Center, so El Nino event which has persisted since Northern Hemisphere or boreal September, October, November 2018 is likely to have ended. So, still ENSO neutral condition, 60% probability niya na magtutuloy-tuloy siya until September, October, November of this year. So, makikita po naman natin yung sa APCC sa June 25 po dahil every 25th of the month siya. So, sa July 25 pa sila mag-update. So, still at 55% during July, August, September, and the probability for neutral condition, so mag-gradual daw po by October to December. So, sinasabi po nila, by end of this year, wala na pong El Nino. Yun po yung sinasabi ng mga international prediction centers. And base po, dun sa nakalap ng PAGASA sa mga na-surveys natin globally, so, transition from El Nino to ENSO neutral is expected in August 2019. So, ENSO neutral is favored to emerge in September 2019 until the first quarter of 2020. So, ENSO neutral po. Still, may El Nino advisory number 6 pa rin po tayo. And next month, probably baka final El Nino advisory or September. Titingnan pa rin po natin kung ano yung magiging further development in terms of seasor peaks, temperature anomaly. Kung mapo-forecast natin until July, August, September ay magpe-persist pa kung yun yung final El Nino advisory natin. So it's either August or September, we will give final El Nino advisory. Next po. So, eto napakita na ba kanina ni Ms. Jaran? So, eto po yung minomonitor natin, yung outgoing long wave radiation. Dito po kasi natin nalalaman na kapag kokonte yung outgoing long wave radiation, ibig sabihin po, mas maraming cloudiness, mas maraming convection, or may possibility na maraming pag-uulan siyang ibinibigay. Kapag red shades po naman, ibig sabihin ay suppressed convection, maraming outgoing long wave radiation. So, ibig sabihin po, mas kokonte yung cloudiness nun, kaya suppress yung convection. So, isa rin po ito sa atmospheric indicator na pinapakita natin na kung saan, so pag sinabi nga nating negative OLR, yung kulay blue, enhanced convection and precipitation were evident just east of the Philippines and Mindanao. So, makikita natin, dito po, just east of the Philippines, so ito pa rin yung remnants ng mga nagdaang bagyo na kung saan magkaroon po ng enhanced convection pa rin dito. And then dito po sa may Mindanao, marami pong mga thunderstorm advisories sa binibigay ang Mindanao PRSDs. And then makita po natin, in general, dito po ay suppressed convection. So, talagang mga small thunderstorm activities lang po yung nakikita natin. So, positive OLR anomaly, suppressed convection and precipitation were evident around the Philippines and Indonesia. Kasama din po dito. So, equatorial cloudiness near the dateline decreases during a decaying El Nino. So, positive OLR. So, makita po natin nung mga nagdaang mga presentation natin or forum, napaka-blue po dito, including dito, maraming positive, maraming mga negative OLR anomalies, maraming cloudiness dito. So nakikita po natin, nawawala na po yun. Nagkakaroon na rin po ng suppressed convection dito sa Central Pacific. So nagkakaroon na rin po ng decaying El Nino ang pinapakita niya. Next po. Okay. Asan ang pointer? Para hindi na ako ay, sira na din. So, ito yung sinasabi natin ding trade winds and cloudiness na pinapakita yung SOI. So, still at El Nino level. So, ibig sabihin po, minus, hindi talaga ako sanay na parang nagtuturo. minus 7 to positive 7. So, minus 9.1 during the 90-day value and 11.9 po during the last 30-day. So, makikita po natin yung recent fall in SOI has been related to short-lived fluctuations in tropical weather. So, marami po tayong mga nagdaan-daan ng mga bagyo dyan at mga cloudiness rather than a shift back towards broad El Nino pattern. So, ibig sabihin po ay parang short-lived pa lang siya, yung pagkakaroon ng recent fluctuation niya. So, nakikita natin yung trend niya, pataas na naman. Opo. Next po. Okay. So, based on CPC ERI probabilistic ENSO outlook, so pinapakita po dito yung ENSO probabilistic forecast until February, March, April 2020. So, makita po natin mas mataas yung shade, yung gray shades natin, ibig sabihin po, higher probability of having ENSO neutral condition during the forecast period than having El Nino or La Nina. So, ibig sabihin po, nakikita natin, wala nang more than 50% ang nagsasabi ng probability of having El Nino until February, March, April of 2020. Ito po ay based on official consensus forecast na kung saan ito yung pinalabas na model, ito rin yung binibigay based on expert judgment ng mga scientists natin. Dito naman po ay purely objective and so probability forecast na kung ano lang inilabas ng model, walang hindi babaguhin ng mga scientists natin. So nakikita natin, still may probability of pre-emerging El Nino next year, pero purely objective lang po siya. Kaya actually yung pinapalabas nila official, ito yung nagre-rely pa rin tayo. Next po. Ito. So ito naman yung model. Talagang ano talaga. Dito na lang ako, ma'am. So, ito yung model prediction and so outlook. So, makikita po natin around 28 models po yung pinapakita nito. And most models indicate that SST in the tropical Pacific are likely to persist above El Nino, meaning El Nino remains a possibility. Ay, hindi na siya. Hindi siya. Ito. Next po. Next. Okay. So, ito po yung nakikita natin na 10 out of 28 models, El Nino until July, August, September. Only 12 out of 28 models, El Nino until October, November, December. Last month po, 22 out of 28 models na nagsasabi, and 15 out of 20 models El Nino until February, March, April 2020. So, ibig sabihin po, napakalaki nung changes na pinagbago niya. Sabi nga po natin last month, ay napaka-highly uncertain po no, pinapakita ng mga model natin na sinabi natin last month. And then, nakita natin, nagkaroon na po ng konting skill yung mga models natin, and 10 out of 28 models, El Nino until July, August, September na lang. So probably until August or September, we will provide you final El Nino advisory. Next po. Babaguhin natin yun. Ito naman po yung mga North American Multi-Model Ensemble. Ito po yung mga participating models na ginagamit natin sa pag-forecast ng ating local rainfall. So, ito po yung kinukuhanan natin ng mga predictors. Ito pong multi-model, around 8 models including NMME. At ang sinasabi po nila, mostly ay ENSO neutral condition during the forecast period. So, ito po yung pinagbabasihan natin kung paano tayo mag-forecast ng rainfall based po dun sa mga predictor variables na ipinoprovide nitong mga NMME models na ito. So, kaya po pag nagpo-forecast kami, marami po kaming pinagpipilian ng mga mapa, kung ano yung ilalabas natin, consensus, and may kasama siyang expert judgment. So, hopefully, expert yung pag-judge namin po. Ayun. So, ito yung pinagbabasihan nating model. So, whatever kung ano yung naging SST or rainfall forecast nitong mga predictor variables out of this model, ito yung pinagbabasihan, ano yung posibleng magiging epekto ng pagbabago nitong SST anomalies na mga models na ito dun sa rainfall pattern natin. Yun po yung pinagbabasihan natin ng forecast. Next po. And so, PAGASA ENSO alert system po natin is still El Nino Advisory number 6. And as of 17 po, no nag-update tayo, transition from El Nino to ENSO neutral is expected and favored to emerge in September until first quarter of 2020. Outlook po natin for August to January 2020. So ito po yung mga weather systems that might affect the country during the forecast period. So severe local thunderstorms. So nakaka-experience pa rin po yung mga ibang lugar natin ng severe local thunderstorm activities, particularly sa may areas na may Mindanao. Lagi din po sila nagpapalabas ng thunderstorm advisory. Still, southwest monsoon, easterlies, ITC-set, LPA, tropical cyclone, and then na-expect po natin yung transition from southwest to northeast monsoon season. And may isa pa, tail end of cold front. Okay. Yun. Yan. Thank you po. Shalom. Ipa. Transition from southwest to northeast monsoon. And northeast monsoon. O nga po, meron pa yan. Ayaw, mama po. Northeast monsoon. Next na lang. And northeast monsoon. Next po. So, alam na po natin yung mapa natin. Okay na? Ayun. So, ito po yung sinasabi nating experimental 2-week forecast natin. So, ito po ay based po dun sa mga outputs ng mga projects natin at mga capacity building activities natin. So, ito po yung pinoprovide natin for week 1 and week 2 forecast in terms of anomaly and probability. So, makikita po natin na medyo mas maraming ulan for week 1 and week 2 forecast based po dun sa nakikita nating mapa in terms of anomaly dito sa mga lugar na ito. Kaya nag-i-issue pa rin tayo na maraming thunderstorm advisory sa mga areas na ito. Dun sa gitna naman po ay week 1 exceedance probability of more than 25 millimeters of rain. So makikita po natin na between July 23 until July 29, makikita po natin na more than 90 to 95% most parts of the country ay posibleng makareceive ng 25 millimeters of rain or more. Yan po yung pinapakita ng mapa nito. Sa week 1 forecast din po of having more than 50 millimeters of rain from July 23 to July 29. So mostly yung western portion po ng ating bansa, including most parts of Luzon, Western Visayas, and most parts of Western Mindanao, ay posibleng maka-experience or probability of having more than 50 millimeters of rain for week 1 forecast commencing July 23 up to July 29. So yun po yung pinapakita natin ito. Ginagamit natin ito lalong-lalo na po sa TWG per Angat kasi po yung weekly allocation or ano nga po yun, every fortnight allocation po dun sa Angat Water. So pinapakita po natin dito na by week 1 nito, starting July 23 to 29, posibleng maka-experience po ng more than 25 millimeters of rain at around 90 to 95% probability na makaka-receive siya ng more than 25 millimeters of rain. So yun po yung pinapakita ng mga forecast na to. Next po. For week 2 forecast, so nakikita natin na medyo mas marami yatang ulan dun sa week 1 kaysa dun sa napo-forecast natin over week 2 forecast of probability of having 25 and 50 millimeters of rain or more. But still mataas pa rin po yung confidence natin of more than 90 to 95% that those areas might experience more than 25 and more than 50 millimeters of rain, particularly dito po sa may western section po ng Luzon and also parts of western Mindanao. So maka-experience sila ng more than 50 millimeters of rain for week 2 forecast. And ina-update po natin ito, experimental pa siya, twice a week. Twice a week siya. Although pwede siyang everyday, kaya lang napaka-tedious pong gawa. So experimental pa lang siya. So pwede po natin itong ibinibigay or update kung sino po yung nangangailangan ng immediate or urgent planning. Lalong-lalo na po dun sa mga prepositioning ng mga goods natin. Opo. Yes, ma'am. Opo. Opo. So, depende po siya dun sa kung, although pwede nga po natin siyang everyday na i-update. So, binibigay po natin na date issued 22 July. So makikita po natin yung validity 2019 from July 30 to August 5. So makikita po natin yung validity nung ini-issue natin na forecast for week 1 and week 2 forecast. So andyan po yung date issued and yung validity po nung yung forecast po natin. So in terms of rainfall probability pa lang po. So hopefully once na nagraran na po yung ating high performance computing facility para makapag-run tayo ng dynamical models and ensemble forecasting, ay mabibigay namin sa inyo yung deterministic type of forecast for week 1 and week 2 forecast. So ito po ay mostly probabilistic type. So pag sinabing greater than 25 o ano yung more than 25, gaano karami, 26, 27 millimeters of rain, ibibigay po natin yon in the next couple of months. Hopefully. Millimeters of rain po siya. Ang basis po natin is based on climatology from 1991 to 2010. Yun po yung available climatology ng mga sub-seasonal forecast gaya po ng GEFS. Ayun, ma'am. Pwede rin po siya, pwede po natin baguhin kung halimbawa gusto nyo, kung magkakaroon po tayo na extreme rainfall event at may bagyo, pwede po nating increase yung probability of having more than 100 millimeters of rain for week 1. Or kung talagang mabagyo, pwede pong 500 millimeters of rain for week 1 kung marireceive yun ng isang area. Pwede po nating baguhin yung threshold na yun. Apo, yun. So, experimental 2-week forecast pa lang po to. So, ito yung monthly forecast natin. So, ito po yung normal rainfall during the months of August. Ito po yung forecast rainfall in terms of millimeters of rain and then in terms of percent normal. So, makita natin generally sa August ay generally near to above normal rainfall condition except for some patches of below normal dun po sa may part po ng southeastern Mindanao. Ayun. So around 27 provinces might experience above normal rainfall condition, 54 near normal, and yung areas po dalawa dun sa may part po ng southeastern Mindanao. Anong region yun? Below normal rainfall. But for the month of September, so generally po, near normal rainfall conditions. So meron pong mga below normal rainfall conditions sa may part po ng Western Luzon area, including Ilocos region and CAR. And also dito po sa may Caraga and some parts of Soc-Sargen area, dito po sa may Mindanao. So around 20 provinces might experience below normal rainfall condition, 54 near normal and above normal, mga around 9 provinces situated sa may part po ng Mimaropa and Eastern Visayas. For October, so makikita po natin transition from southwest to northeast monsoon. So medyo mababa po yung ulan natin na forecast sa October. Generally below normal rainfall condition. May mga way below normal rainfall condition yung nakikita po natin kulay red dyan over most parts of, some parts of western Luzon. So yan po sa may parts ng Bataan and southern Mindoro. And then may mga near normal dito po sa may part po ng northern Mindanao and extreme northern Luzon sa may Cagayan area. Pagdating po ng November, so makita natin generally near normal sa most areas po ng Visayas at Mindanao and below normal po in most parts of Luzon. Although dito sa may parts po ng Aurora, so transition na siya to Amihan, medyo may mga pag-uulan na po dito along the eastern section of the country. Pagdating po ng December, ayan, generally near to above normal rainfall conditions. So medyo marami na po tayong ulan dito sa eastern section ng ating bansa. So generally above normal dito sa may western section, pero normally medyo mas marami po tayong ulan dito sa eastern section ng ating bansa due to habagat. Pagdating po ng January 2020, ayan, so generally near to above normal rainfall condition din po, although mas madami po tayong ulan mostly dito sa Eastern Visayas and Caraga area. But in general, near normal siya dito po during Amihan sa eastern section ng ating bansa. And around 34 provinces might experience above normal rainfall condition. Near normal, around 49 dito po sa may interior portion po ng Luzon, ng Visayas at ng Mindanao. So, in general, makikita natin na near to above normal rainfall condition during the forecast period except for October na generally ay below normal rainfall condition. So, ito yung transition natin po from southwest to northeast monsoon. So, medyo magpapalit yung hangin. Magpapalit din sila ng rainfall pattern po dyan. Kaya medyo mababa po yung ulan natin. Next po. How confident are we dun sa forecast natin? So, kapag nakakakita po tayo ng mga darker ang shades, whether red, blue, or green, yung darker, mas mataas ang confident natin. So, ibig sabihin po, kapag nakakita tayo ng darker red, ay ibig sabihin po, mas mataas po ang confident natin of having below normal rainfall condition in those areas. At pag darker blue po, ay mas mataas po ang confident natin na magkakaroon siya ng above normal rainfall condition. So in general, makikita po natin ay mas maraming darker shades. So ibig sabihin po, kung ikukumpara natin yung forecast na ginawa natin last month, last 2 months, at mas maraming darker shades dyan, medyo mas mataas po ang confident natin sa forecast natin na ginawa ngayon dahil matataas po yung probability or mababa lang yung uncertainty natin dyan. Next po. Yan. So, ito po yung forecast rainfall per provinces in terms of percent normal. Next po. Deterministic with the mean and maximum. Watershed rainfall sa selected dams and lakes natin. So, makikita natin over Angat watershed during the forecast period ay generally near normal, although walang nakaka more than 100%, pero generally near normal during the forecast period, lalo-lalo na po sa may Angat, sa may part po ng Lake Lanao, so generally near to above, except dito po pagdating ng October, medyo mabababa yung ulan natin sa mga ilang watershed po natin. But the rest, generally near to above normal. So hopefully ay malamanan po yung ating mga watershed areas during the forecast period. Rainfall station. So ito naman po ay based on selected. Balik tayo sa above. So pag sinabi po nating watershed, ibig sabihin po area average ng isang watershed area. So ibig sabihin po kung ano yung mga istasyon na naandyan, yun po yung pinagbabasihan natin ng forecast. Next po. Dito naman sa rain stations over selected, ito yung mga point-based observation natin na meron tayong point-based forecast dito sa ating mga selected dam areas natin. So generally near to above normal rainfall condition sa August, December at January, meron pong mga below to near normal rainfall condition by September, October, lalong-lalo na po ng November dun sa mga selected dam areas natin, based po dun sa mga rain stations natin dito. Next po. Back po uli. May tiga Pampanga po dito, Pampanga River Basin, wala, ayun. So, yun po yung wala tayo pan data, historical data yun sa Pampanga River Basin. So, hopefully makukuha po natin yung data natin, historical sa Pampanga River Basin, yung iba po. Next po. Sa mga river basins po natin, so, Luzon, Mindanao, kailan kaya tayo magkakaroon ng forecast sa Visayas? Ano po, i-will work out po natin yung sa mga river basin natin sa Visayas at sa Visayas at least yung mga interpolated values natin. Ayun. So generally near to above normal rainfall conditions sa August, September below to near, and then pagdating po ng October, so meron pong mga way below to below normal rainfall condition dito po sa mga ibang river basins natin, particularly sa may Luzon area, sa may Sinukalan and Buwet River Basin. Asan si Buwet? Ayun, dito po sa may part na to. Dito ba yon? Buwet River Basin. Okay, next po. For November to January 2020. So generally po ay near to above normal rainfall conditions sa December, January, near normal sa may mga Mindanao River basins natin, and mostly naman po below normal dun sa mga Luzon River basins natin pagdating po ng November 2019. But still madami, may mga ulan-ulan naman din po. Next po. In terms of temperature, mean temperature, so ito po yung average ng minimum and maximum temperature. So medyo kung nakakakita po tayo na mas maraming matitingkad na pula dyan, ibig sabihin medyo mas mainit po kaysa karaniwan or sa average yung ating temperature na mararamdaman. Yung nakikita po natin na basta puti, medyo kokonti yung pula at blue, asahan nyo po kulay white yun, near normal po or near average po. So medyo hindi masyado nakikita sa mga near average po yung ating mga temperature forecast po during the forecast period. So makikita natin sa December medyo near average sa most parts of Luzon and Mindanao area, and then yung sa may part po ng Southern Luzon including Metro Manila and some areas of Visayas medyo may init po sa December. Ayun. Pero makikita natin, pagdating ng January, medyo mas maiinit po yung temperature natin. So, asahan po natin. May mga cold surges na rin po tayong maaasahan pagdating po ng January 2020. Ayun. Ito yung January 2020. So, makikita po natin mostly near average po during the forecast period, and medyo may mga malalamig po na temperature na sobrang lamig dito po sa may parts po ng Luzon or extreme Luzon area. And ito po yung in terms of anomaly forecast natin for January. For minimum, maximum, and mean temperature. Next. Ito naman po yung extreme, yung at least yung instant na mararamdaman natin na temperatura, forecast po natin, we could get as high as, ano ba yung medyo mas mainit dyan? Around 38.2 during the forecast period and as low as 8.7 sa may part po ng mountainous areas in Luzon in January 2020, mga around 8.7. Medyo malamig yun Apo. So, tingnan po natin. So, ito po yung extreme forecast ng temperature natin during the forecast period from August to January 2020. Next po. Forecast, dry day, may ulan, araw na may ulan at araw na walang ulan. So makikita po natin kapag sinabi nating dry day, pagka less than 1 millimeter of rain. Kapag nagkaroon po ng 1 millimeter of rain, considered dry day pa rin po siya. Less than or equal to 1 millimeter of rain. Yun po yung definition ng dry day natin. So makikita natin, ito yung normal days, number of dry days from August to January 2020. And then makikita po natin kapag minus, ibig sabihin po, mas marami po yung araw na may ulan kaysa normal niya dahil mas nabawasan yung dry day niya. So kapag pula, ibig sabihin po, mas madami yung araw niya na walang ulan kaysa dun sa karaniwan niya. So example po ay itong Catanduanes. So ang Catanduanes, ang kanyang normal dry day for the month of October ay 11. For November ay 8. And then madadagdagan pa siya ng anomaly na mga around 6 days. So mga around 14 dry days po yung forecast natin sa may Catanduanes. So doon po kung paano natin pinapakita. Normal niya, 8 dry days, plus 6 pa doon sa normal niya. So around 14 dry days ang mararanasan ng Catanduanes. So yun po yung pagbibigay natin ng forecast in terms of dry day anomaly. So makikita natin kung gaano ka-dry or meron bang mga araw na mas marami talaga yung araw na walang ulan. And mas maganda po actually ang skill kapag pino-forecast natin ang dry day. So kung isasama po natin yung forecast natin dry day and in terms of rainfall, whether magkakaroon tayo ng below, near, or above normal rainfall, ito po yung ipapartner natin na forecast. Maraming ulan, pero kokonti ang dry days. So ibig sabihin, may mga extreme rainfall na possibility. Pero kung marami ang ulan, marami ang kokonti ang marami din ang dry days, so hindi masyadong extreme yung rainfall na mararanasan. So, pwede pong ganun yung pag-interpret nitong forecast na to. And mahalaga ito to sa mga mag-aasin. Wala na po, asan po yung ating mag-aasin dito? Wala. Nabasa yung asin. Opo, ayun. So, ayun. Next po. Ayun. So, ito din po yung dry days sa Visayas and Mindanao. Ayun po. Next po. Bagyo, ayan. So, as early as January or December 2018, PAGASA forecasted less number of tropical cyclone this year. Sabi po natin, around 14 to 18 tropical cyclones. Ilan na po tayo ngayon? 7? July, magtatapos na po yung July. 7 po, ano? Mga nakakapito. Ayun, so ito po yung fearless forecast natin. 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2 or 3, 1 or 2, 0 or 1, 0 or 1 until January 2020. So, 7, 15. Kung titingnan po natin, kahit ito pong makita natin talaga pong medyo kokonti po talaga yung ating bagyo this year. And ito po yung mga preferred tracks ng tropical cyclone from January to December 2018. 2 to 4. Okay, so summary na po, transition from El Nino to Enso neutral by August 2019. So Enso neutral, so transition pa lang po siya. So ibig sabihin, pwedeng June, July, August, September, magtatapos ang El Nino. So kung magtatapos man po doon, ay magbibigay po kami ng final El Nino advisory. Still at ENSO alert system natin, number 6. Sa August, ang ulan po generally near normal with patches of below normal in some portions of Calabarzon, Mimaropa, NCR, Metro Manila, Bicol Region, and portions of Isabela sa may Region 2. September 2019, generally near normal over most parts of the country, including Metro Manila, pero may below normal over Ilocos Region, CAR, Davao Region, Caraga, and most of Soc-Sargen area, and above normal rainfall conditions over most of Mimaropa and Calabarzon area. Pagdating po ng October, generally below normal conditions over most parts of the country, pero may mga below normal in some portions of Central Luzon, diyan po sa may parting Bataan area, near normal in northern tip of Luzon and northern part of Mindanao. So yung may mga nakita nating konting green doon. November 2019, below normal over most parts of Luzon, while generally near normal over Visayas and Mindanao. So green lahat, Visayas and Mindanao, yellow naman lang sa may Luzon pagdating ng November. And December po, generally near to above, green at blue lang po yung mapa natin. Pagdating ng January, ganun din po, generally near to above, green at blue yung mapa natin. Forecast generally near average, so medyo mas maraming mapuputi, temperature forecast during the period, pero medyo mas maiinit po dito pagdating po ng October, November. Tropical cyclone forecast, kung titingnan po natin, is around 7 to 11 po. May enter, develop inside the PAR during the forecast period until January 2020. Ayun, so we will continue closely monitor this decaying El Nino. Updates and advisory shall be issued. So baka August 28 po yung tentative. Kasi usually po every third Wednesday of the month. Yung 21 po holiday po yun. Ano po? Ayun, so baka 28 po yung ating forum next month. Apo. So yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ana. So, yun po ang ating 6-month climate outlook from August up to January 2020. And at this point po, we have a very special lecture. Ito po ay para ma-update po tayo sa ating rainfall warning system. Let's call on the Assistant Weather Services Chief of National Capital Region, PAGASA Regional Services Division or the NCR-PRSD, Ms. Vivian Esquivel.
Maraming salamat, Bel. Good morning po sa ating lahat. Ako po si Bong Esquivel from NCR-PRSD and with me is Ma'am Julie Nimes, our senior forecaster sa rainfall warning system po. So ipipresent ko lang po yung mga products ng National Capital Region Rainfall Warning System and nandito rin po yung mga products namin na ini-issue especially during yung may suspension of classes. So, pipresent ko po yung rainfall warning system products po at saka yung dissemination po. Paano po namin dinidisseminate itong mga information na ito. So, NCR-PRSD has these forecast areas. We forecast dun po sa 12 provinces po like Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Rizal, Cavite, Batangas, Laguna, and Quezon. So, ito pong mga areas na to, ito po yung fino-forecast ng NCR-PRSD. Ano po yung mga products? So, isa po sa mga products na ini-issue natin is the thunderstorm advisory. So pag tatlo pong information, watch, and advisory. So pag information po, yan, pag information po, makikita natin tong icon na to, ini-issue po natin at around 10 a.m. in the morning. Ibig sabihin po, pag information ang in-issue ng PAGASA, dito po sa forecast areas natin is, thunderstorm is less likely to occur. So makikita po natin, thunderstorm is less likely to develop or occur over the National Capital Region within the next 12 hours. So i-issue po natin itong information na to at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. po. So every 12 hours po, every day. Pero pag nakita po naman po natin yung watch, dito po, yung may icon na mayroong mata, ang ibig sabihin po, thunderstorm is more likely to occur or develop within the next 12 hours. So, ibig pong sabihin, medyo maghanda po tayo kasi mataas po yung probability na magkakaroon po ng thunderstorm sa ating forecast areas. Pero pag nagkaroon na po tayo ng advisory, yan na po, ibig sabihin, ang lead time natin is 1 to 3 hours. Within the next 1 to 3 hours po, mataas po yung probability na magkakaroon na po tayo ng thunderstorm. So titignan po natin yung mga lugar natin within the NCR-PRSD kung magkakaroon po ng thunderstorm sa lugar natin. Meron ba akong pointer? Yes. Ito po yung next naman po is rainfall advisory. So, ibig pong sabihin, wala pa pong heavy rainfall warning na ini-issue ng NCR. Pag rainfall advisory po, meron po tayong light to moderate rains. Ini-issue din po namin ito kasi kahit na konti lang po yung negative impact na mangyayari sa atin. And then, tignan po natin yung rainfall condition natin, light to moderate. And then, yung condition po natin, meron na pong affecting or expecting. Titignan po natin yung lugar natin kung mag-expect po tayo ng ulan. So, advisory lang po ito. At ang condition po, para mag-issue po kami na advisory is medyo widespread po yung pag-ulan within the next 3 hours po. However, it's only light to moderate. Hindi pa po heavy rainfall warning ito. So, pagkatapos po pag wala na pong mga pag-ulan, nag-determinate na rin po kami ng aming rainfall advisory. So, anytime po ito. Anytime po ini-issue. And then, yung succeeding na po is at 8 a.m., 11, 2 p.m., 5, and then another 8 p.m. ulit. So, every 3 hours po until po meron kaming i-issue na advisory. So, this one, yung initial issuance po ng PAGASA is anytime po. Next, please. Familiar na po tayo dito sa heavy rainfall warning levels natin. So, we have the yellow, the orange, or the amber, or the red. So, meron pong threshold ang heavy rainfall natin. Pag yellow warning po, it's from 7.5 to 15 millimeters of rainfall po. And it is expected to continue within the next 3 hours. So, mag-i-issue po tayo ng yellow advisory. Pag orange naman po, ang threshold value is from 10 millimeters up to 30 millimeters within 1 hour. And it will continue within the next 3 hours po. At ito pong orange po, meron po tayong makikita rito na antecedent rainfall na po. Kasi hindi naman po tayo biglang nag-orange po unless na meron tayong talagang extreme na event. So, tinitignan po natin yung ating antecedent rainfall from 45 to 65 millimeters. And next po is the red warning, rainfall of more than 30 millimeters within 1 hour po. So, pag na-meet na po niya yung threshold value, nag-i-issue po kami ng red warning. So, eto po yung mga kailangan na action natin, maging aware po tayo. dahil flooding is possible in low-lying areas and near river channels. And then for the amber or the orange, mag-prepare na po tayo because flooding is threatening in low-lying areas and near river channels. And the red warning, serious flooding is expected. So next please. Ito po yung example na ini-issue ng PAGASA na heavy rainfall warning. Meron na po, actually, ito po, nakalagay na po sa map. Meron po kaming nasa table and meron din po kaming nasa map. So alam na po natin yung area natin kung yellow siya or orange or red. Next, please. Ito po, ito pong nakaraan, nag-heavy rainfall warning po kami. Nitong June lang po. So, ito po yung forecast area. Makikita po natin, this one is Cavite, and Bataan, and Zambales. So dito po makikita natin kung saan yung lugar natin. Meron na color-coded na po yung map ng NCR. Next please. So kailan naman po tayo nag-i-issue nitong mga information na to? Kasi po, this is a request from the Metro Manila DRMC. Kasi nga po nahihirapan daw po silang magbigay ng tamang impormasyon regarding sa suspension of classes. Yung 4 a.m. daw po kasi na issuance ng PAGASA is too late already. Dahil ang mga bata daw po maagang pumapasok. So, nag-devise po ang PAGASA na mag-issue ng information as early as 3 a.m. Ano po yung information at 3 a.m.? Ito lang po yung probability na magkakaroon po ng ulan within the next 3 hours lang po. Because at 3 a.m., hindi pa po kompleto yung data ng PAGASA. Nagdadatingan pa lang po. So ang basis po namin ng data at 3 a.m. is yung radar. So ang lead time nito is only 3 hours. So the information here is, ang lead time niya is 3 hours lang to, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So, kahit po, paano daw po sabi ng mga officials ng MMDRMC, kahit pa paano daw po may information na sila kung rainfall or thunderstorm is likely to occur within the next 3 hours. And then at 4 a.m., mag-i-issue po ulit ang PAGASA ng special weather forecast for Greater Metro Manila area. Ito pong Greater Metro Manila area is Metro Manila, Cavite, Laguna, Bulacan, and Rizal. Yun lang po ang forecast area nito. Kasi nga po, sa suspension po ito ng classes dito sa Metro Manila and nearby provinces. So this is more comprehensive. Ito na po, at 4 a.m. And then at 5 a.m., buong region na po ang fino-forecast. So, a more comprehensive regional weather forecast is issued at 5 a.m. and at 6 a.m., the 5-day regional weather outlook. Next, please. So, ganito po yung ini-issue namin. At 3 a.m., the rainfall or thunderstorm information for Metro Manila. Ito po kasi napaka-importante daw sa kanila, lalo na yung mga early ang classes. Kasi nga, malalaman daw po nila dito sa information na to kung may pag-ulan or wala. Para makapag-prepare daw po yung mga bata. So, nasa official Viber group po ng MMDRMC ito. So, ngayon, ito pong mga ini-issue namin na to, at 3 a.m., ito lang pong mga nakaka-receive ng information. MMDRMC. Kasi sila pang nag-a-advise sa mga local chief executives ng kanilang respective cities and municipality. Next, please. So, at 4 a.m., ito na po. More comprehensive na po. Kaya lang po, selected provinces lang po. Metro Manila, Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal. Next, please. At 5 a.m., ito na po yung regional weather forecast for the 12 provinces. Next, please. And at 6 a.m., the 5-day regional weather outlook. So, the NCR PRSD also prepares or issues special weather outlook Sa mga special na occasions po, for example, meron tayong yung January 9 is the Feast of the Black Nazarene. So nag-i-issue po tayo ng 5-day weather outlook. And this one, for example, is the unveiling of infinity marker. So kung sino po yung magre-request or PAGASA na rin po ang gumagawa nitong special weather outlook kasi po tinatanong nila kung ano yung mga weather conditions during those days para po makapaghanda daw po sila. So nag-i-issue din po tayo ng ganyan. Nag-a-advise lang naman kami, but we don't issue special weather forecast for them. Kasi nga, isang family lang naman yun or isang maliit na occasion lang naman yun. Yung ibig sabihin, yung malaking event. Yung malaking event. So, hindi, nag-a-advise na lang kami. Nagbibigyan na lang kami ng forecast para doon sa lugar na yon. Next, please. Sa dissemination naman po, yung present ko po lahat sa inyo kanina, so makikita po natin ang thunderstorm info watch dito po sa PAGASA website, dito po sa Facebook and Twitter. Sa thunderstorm advisory, PAGASA website, SMS kung sino po yung included doon sa mga nakaka-receive po na information, Facebook, Twitter, and Viber. Sa rainfall information po, eto, sa PAGASA website, makikita po natin, Facebook, Twitter, and Viber. Pag heavy rainfall warning po, lahat na po ng platform nakaka-receive na po. Kasi heavy rainfall warning na po ito. So kasi widespread na po ito ang ibig sabihin, yung warning na ito, heavy rainfall warning. So ganyan po yung dissemination ng mga issuances ng NCR-PRSD. Next, please. Ito po, ini-invite ko po kayo. Kaya lang po yung ang NCR-PRSD ay nandoon pa po sa lumang website ng PAGASA. Although if you open the bagong PAGASA, it will redirect you to the old PAGASA website. And then you just, this is a drop-down menu sa the National Capital Region. And makikita niyo po yung local weather forecast, the rainfall warning, and the thunderstorm advisory. So kung gusto niyo pong makita yung lahat po na advisories, punta lang po kayo dito sa National Capital Region. Next, please. Sa Twitter naman po, you just search at DOST_PAGASA. If you want to join, so eto lang po, you just search this. And then you just click follow. Next, please. Sa Facebook naman po, sana po mag-join kayo. Ito lang po, search nyo yung National Capital Region, PRSD. And then, you click join group, this one. I-click nyo po para kasama na po kayo sa makaka-receive ng lahat ng forecast sa Facebook account ng NCR. Sa Facebook page, ito po, ilalike nyo lang po and ifo-follow ninyo. Next, please. Sa dissemination flow, alam naman po natin, nangunguna po ang Office of the President, NDRMC and OCD, and the national media until makarating na po sa general public. So this one, very important po, ito yung local government unit kasi nga po, importante po ito sila po yung nag-a-advise sa suspension of classes. And the workforce. Next, please. Next, please. So sa Viber group po, meron po kasing Viber group. As of now po, ang Viber group pa lang ng NCR-PRSD is the DRRMC official. So lahat po na information namin, nare-receive po nila mga local government units para po sa mga advices on the suspension of classes and the workforce. So, yun lang po at maraming salamat po.
Thanks, Tita Bong. So, yun po, no? Later po, alam ko meron kayong mga gustong itanong. Ito na po yung pagkakataon nyo. I will call on Mr. Nestor Eugenio for the open forum.